Hello and welcome to the first demo for our Makerspace drawers. This one is for Perler bees and it is for the month of October at the moment because we have kind of Halloween ones that are in there. So what you would do is, if you have not already had a waiver sign, they are at the Makerspace. They're also at the front desk. You would take the card for the Perler beads up to the front desk and they would check it out to you, and then they would come back with you, unlock the cabinet, and get this tray out for you. Let me tell you what's in there. I would also ask if you would get a piece of cardboard also. What you have in here is you have some directions, and they're fairly simple. And I did not bring. Let me hold on 1 second. You should have a plate in there too. This will help you not have perler beads go all over the place. There are about 6 or so different ones. There's a candy corn, there's an eyeball, there's a Frankenstein. Here's one this is a DIY. Make whatever you want with these beads. There's a couple of them, there's extras. There's also a ghost. Also within the boxes, we have some tweezers. You might find it difficult to put the beads on the little pegboards. I have kind of fat, pudgy fingers, and I could do it. So, I mean, that would be fine. There's also some key rings in here if you want to turn your design into a key ring. There are some just square ones, but there's also some shapes in here. So if you wanted to do the DIY, we have stars and ducks and bunnies and cars and all sorts of things like that. So today I'm going to demonstrate the candy corn one. And we asked at this time, just make one so that we have enough for people, and if there's something else you'd like to see, we'll do that. As the seasons go on, like at Christmas time, there'll be a different one. So this one is the candy corn. It has a picture on it, and it has a count of the beads in there. There's extra of the beads so that you can, in case you do lose some, it's okay. So again, I would like you to have a plate on the table, and you put, I just use one of these. I did see a video that if you wanted to make smaller candy corn, you could use the star-shaped one and just do it around and have little ones. If you wanted to make earrings or a necklace out of them, you could do that. So in this case, what I would suggest, these are just taped on, and you got to kind of do a little counting. The easiest way to do this is to start from one section and work down. So don't do the outline and try and fill in, because that's hard. So if I wanted to start this one, I have 3 black ones at the top, and I'm just going to start on my board, and I'm going to put them there. And you could just dump all the beads out onto the plate, or you can pick them out of the thing. It might be harder picking them out of the thing. So they just go on here until you get all the shapes. So I had done it the other day, so you don't have to watch me do them all. So this is how this one will look when you're done. So when you have all your beads on the pegboard and you're ready to heat them and fuse them together, you'll need to go to the front desk and get the craft iron. When you get that, you're going to need to make sure that the table's plugged in. Plug it in here. You're going to feel that it's warm. I plugged this in a few minutes ago, so you want to be careful. Do not put the iron directly on the beads. It will stick to it and make an awful mess. So there is some parchment paper here. You put it on the top, and what you're going to do is use this craft iron, and you're just going to kind of go in a circular motion for about 10-20 seconds, enough so that they fuse together. And then stop, put the iron up. Please do not put it face down on the table, and you're going to look at it and just see if they stuck together. Now they did. If it didn't, go ahead, put the parchment paper back on and do it again. Oops. See, I got one. I need to do it a little bit more. So you don't want to keep it in one place. You just kind of want to keep it moving so that you don't get a gloppy mess. So anyways, this should be enough. And what you're going to want to do too is, once you do that, and it is warm, so you might want it to sit for a minute or a little bit. And then, I think this time it's going to stay. You are going to want to do the other side. So it kind of looks more like whatever it is you're making. So I turned it over, and I'm going to kind of iron this side. And you can melt it to the degree that you want. In the picture that's with each one of these little boxes, they show it pretty melted. They actually look like they're slightly smaller beads, but that is okay. And then when you're done, peel it off. You can let it sit for a minute. It's sticking a little bit on me. That's okay. But it's all stuck together, which is what you want. So I have a candy corn. And then they are big enough so if you want to string it. So once you are done, please put the things back in the box. Put everything back. Check the floor. Make sure you didn't drop any of the beads. These are little. We do want to make sure that we don't leave them around. We don't want children picking them up. So you would take the whole box back, unplug the iron. Might want to wait a couple minutes, let that cool down. Admire your craft that you did. Ooh, I really like this. It looks great. So let the iron cool down, and then you are going to bring the whole kit and caboodle back up to the front desk. And like I said, you might give the iron a few minutes to cool down, and bring the card, because they're going to give you back your card when you come here. Bring that back up there, and they will check it back in, and then they will lock it up, and you are welcome. Take your craft home. So I hope you enjoy making the Perler beads. And like I said, there is one kit in here that has just random beads, and if you want to have some design that you want us to count out beads for you, we'll be happy to do that. Just let us know a little bit, because it does take a couple minutes, and I really don't want to give you the couple thousand beads and have them go all over the floor, because that's not fun. So I hope you enjoy our Perler beads for our first craft one, and come back and come often. And like I said, please just make one at a time, and you're welcome to come back as many times as you like. Thank you, and enjoy the Perler beads.